This Olympic runner vanished halfway through his race and didn't cross the finish line for 54 years. It's 1912, the Stockholm Olympics. Japan has just sent its first ever marathon runner, Shizu Kanekuri. He's 20 years old, soft-spoken, and representing a country that most of Europe had barely seen compete before. He travels from Japan to Sweden by ship and train, an 18-day journey. No fancy equipment or trainers, just a kid in a dream. But when he finally arrives, the weather is brutal, scorching heat, runners are dropping out left and right, and by the end of the day, half the field wouldn't even finish. Still, Shizu lined up at the start. Gun goes off, he runs and runs, but by the halfway mark, his body is giving up. The heat, the exhaustion, dehydration, it was just too much. He stumbles through a tiny Swedish village where a family sees him collapse near their yard. They rush out, bring him inside, give him some orange juice, tell him to rest, and that's when it happened. He lies down and falls asleep. And when he wakes up, the race is over. Ashamed, he quietly leaves Sweden and never tells anyone. For decades, Olympic officials list him as missing. No record of finishing, no sign he ever made it home. It becomes one of the great unsolved stories in Olympic history, the runner who vanished mid-marathon. But then, 50 plus years later, someone finds him, an elderly man living quietly in Japan, the missing runner. So in 1967, Sweden invites him back. They tell him, come finish what you started. So he returns, old but smiling, steps up to the same course, he jogs the last few meters, and finally crosses the line. The clock? 54 years, 8 months, 6 days, 8 hours, 32 minutes, and 20.3 seconds. The longest marathon in history. When reporters asked how it felt, he just smiled and said, it was a long trip. Along the way, I got married, had 6 children, and 10 grandchildren. A man who turned a failure into a legend, who proved that sometimes finishing late is better than never finishing at all. Know a great sports story that I should cover? Let me know in the comments. Fansplain me below.